누나 것은 앨런 웨이크입니다. 어떡하죠? 아니 왜 이렇게 느려? 몇 분 뛰면은 하고 난리야. 하려면 뛰어야지. 무빙해서.
I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around...
내 원고.
The gas station was closer now.
분위기 깬다.
Most of the gameplay locations we have in the game incorporate the idea of a journey into them. It basically means that we try to show where player is coming from and where he's going to as often as possible. In the beginning of episode 1, this meant that we showed the lighthouse whenever possible, and of course now we use the gas station in a similar role.
눈뽕? 눈뽕은 못 참지. 아 깜짝아. 아니 때리지 마시고 아니 말로 합시다. 네? 아 저 말로 하겠지. 오케이, 살아남았습니다.
Here we can see some of the nasty enemies that we have. We call them flankers because they try to circle around you and stab you in the back. Though they are quite easy to take out.
뭐란지 모르겠네. Hello, how are you? 뛰어가. 눈뽕? 자. 열어볼까? 장전.
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind.
The journey from the crash car onwards has seen a steady escalation of suspense, and now we're wrapping it up with a meeting with possessed Carl Stucky.
It can be dangerous. It requires patience. Even with this, the engine takes hours to cool. Dropping tools. Bounce is easy and fatal. Mistake don't make. Before. This place tools. Engine is destroyed.
아. 아,
The
컨트롤을
journey from the crash
해야겠다.
car onwards has seen a steady escalation of suspense, and now we're wrapping it up with a meeting with possessed Carl Stucky.
As you might think, it can be dangerous. It requires Patience!
Oh no.
왜 뒤로 안 가죠? 피하고? 아니, 그만 때려. 아니. 그만 좀. 제발.
The journey from the crash car onwards has seen a steady escalation of suspense, and now we're wrapping it up with a meeting with possessed Carl Stucky.
As you might think, it can be dangerous. It requires patience.
아니, 그만 좀 때려.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come. Assuming I'd reach the lights at the gas station alive.
You're about to find the first TV at the gas station.
아, 사고 분위기 깬다, 이게.
Cynthia Weaver actually talks about a similar thing later on in the game when she mentions that Thomas Zane has been talking to her from beyond and from television, and it's kind of a similar thing. Wake isn't aware of how it's happening, but no, that's what it is. We are thinking of Alan Wake as kind of a sum of three parts, actually. Our writing, Ilkka Villi's face and body language, and Matthew Poretta's voice. And since we shot this stuff on video instead of producing it with our game engine, that's actually Alan Wake at his purest, you could say. And, you know, not coincidentally, it's also Alan Wake at his craziest.
The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
All right. I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind? The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now. I had to get inside the gas station to find a phone to call for help.
여러분 되어 있는데 어딘지 모르겠네. 요거 아니야? 요거 폰? 폰 요거 아니야? 맞네, 폰.
Rainfall Sheriff Station.
경찰들이 왔고.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker, you are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen, I was in a car crash. My wife Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
안 믿었다. 안 믿었고 살았긴 살았는데 또 쫓아올 것 같네. 이거 이렇게 끝나면 게임이 말이 안 돼. 야. 에피소드 1.
Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife Alice.
오늘 이렇게
Thank you for coming.
웨이크
I thought maybe
에피소드
you'd
1
be here.
나이트메어 끝났고요. 재밌게 보셨다면 구독과 좋아요, 알림 버튼 눌러주세요. 그러면 눌러주세요. 그러면 안녕. 사망.